All right, we're taking a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. Going to diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir Low Click Syndrome. So, Boudoir Low Click Syndrome, BLCS, is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ads is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad, which means our ad is entering fewer than 6 out of 100 women's brains, which means fewer than 6 out of 100 women that see our Boudoir Facebook ad actually have a chance of buying from us. Everyone else is scrolling right on by, scrolling right on by, scrolling right on by. So we actually need to increase this number as high as possible. But 6% is the minimum. Anything below 6%, we got a big problem. Every Boudoir Facebook ad can be above 6% unique CTRL. And a unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. Extremely common, most common thing I've seen, but it's not normal. It's actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. So everyone accepts this as normal, but it's not normal. Now, those deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. We'll talk more about those near the end. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. So we got our universe taking shape here. We got a BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Good thing though, because we have figured out that BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. So the best part is, we invented this, so we actually know that, we've already done this a bunch, and basically we duplicate the original ad and we treat that duplicate. We leave the original ad as it is, we treat the duplicate and treat it for a week, and then we keep whichever one running has the best metrics, and has always been the Boudoir Pico has the best metrics. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we go from the 3 pre-click mistakes, we solve those, we now achieve pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we finally got our unique CTRL above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our full universe here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. No problem though, we saw the Boudoir Pico, it takes about a week. We achieve pre-click alignment and we become dominant Boudoir advertisers with Boudoir brain entry boost. So my residency doing this, went out, found some Boudoir Facebook ads out in the wild, brought them back to my hospital. First one, tested, ran it, found its unique CTRL was 4.3%. So under 6%, we know that BLCS is present. Boudoir low click syndrome, unique CTRL under 6%. So that's fine. We'll treat it with Boudoir Pico. That's exactly what this was made for. And we got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was actually wasting 37% of ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir, on that original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they only need to spend $6,300 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. That's the magic of Boudoir Pico. So at $3,700 a month that they decrease their ad spend by, they no longer have to spend it. Before it was just being given to the Zuck with no benefit at all. So now they can keep it in their pocket. So they're like a $3,700 phantom bonus every single month because they no longer have to spend that Boudoir. They no longer have to spend it. And, at the end of 12 months, it's like a 40K bonus for literally no effort. No need to service any clients, nothing. Next, we got second part of my residency is found the second one, tested it, unique CTRL 1.39%. So we found out the BLCS was present. So unique CTRL under 6% means BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. And so what we had to do was treat it with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week, got the unique CTRL back up or got it up to 9.13%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they only need to spend 1.6 grand a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. Awesome gains from Boudoir Pico. And the 8,400 bucks a month difference, they don't spend it. They simply capture it. They keep it. They keep it as like a private a phantom bonus, a phantom profit. It simply comes from not spending the ad, wasting that ad money. That was all wasted using the previous Boudoir face. We got 100% of that was wasted. So, 8,400 bucks a month back in their pocket by not having to spend it. That's like 100 grand over the next year, over the next 12 months. All right, next we got next had a patient saw his Boudoir Facebook ad. Unique CTRL is 5.03%. Okay, under 6%. Unique CTRL under 6%. We know that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. And so we actually treated it with Boudoir Pico, got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. So we found his original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of ad spend. So if he was spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, then he now only needs to spend 3,300 bucks a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. So that's 6,700 bucks a month he saves. He no longer has to spend that. That's the difference. That's like a $6,700 bonus every single month. So after a year, after 12 months, it's like an 80K bonus. So from our data, our testing, our real world results, the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend, going straight to the Zuck, not doing anything for the Boudoir Facebook or the Boudoir photographer. I mean, look at these numbers, wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. I mean, average them up, the average price somewhere in there, 50 to 60%. So if they're spending, 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then, approximately 5K every single month is being wasted. That's month over month over month. And, we can eliminate that, put that 5K approximately back into the Boudoir photographer's pocket, and actually, so it's approximately 60K over, the next 12 months. So we're going to diagnose this, see if we believe it has BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. So let's see what we got. We got the below creative cluster mistake here. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we're trusting that what Facebook tells us to fill out when creating an ad is what we should fill out. We're trusting that's good for us, but in fact it's bad for us, it's good for Facebook. What this causes is way more women to scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, and actually increasing the probability we have BLCS. And that is because, well, the flip side, the more women scroll by our ad for unit time, the more ads Facebook can serve for per unit time. That's why Facebook wants us to fill this out. It makes Facebook more money per unit time. All right, next, looking at the creative. So, all right, let's see. Looks like an ad mistake. Looking at the photo, looking at the creative. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we believe a Boudoir Facebook ad should look like an ad, because all the other Boudoir Facebook ads we've seen had looked like ads, and everyone cannot be wrong, can they? Well, actually, 100% of the Boudoir Facebook ads I have seen the back end for and tested myself, took and tested myself, have had BLCS, literally 100% of them. And that's because everyone's making the same mistakes as everyone else. So the consequence of the looks like an ad mistake is that going to have way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, and actually leading to BLCS. Finally, we got the see more headline: first 2 3/4 lines, Facebook mobile news feed. Win a 43.99 Boudoir experience that could change how you see yourself. You don't need to be young or thinner. All right, so we got a few pieces of context here, but we still we're still making the lack of context mistake. Like we don't have the optimum amount of context, and the false belief causing us to make this mistake is that we thought we had enough context to maximize, optimize the amount of women that click somewhere on our ad out of 100. You know, to be as efficient as possible, but we did not achieve that. So the consequence of this, way more women are going to be scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6% and leading to, leading to a higher probability of BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. Now, looking at everything all together, do I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, has a unique CTRL under 6%, has Boudoir low click syndrome? Yes, I do. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS, a Boudoir low click advertiser with Boudoir low click syndrome, unique CTRL of your Boudoir Facebook ads under 6%, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you see the market getting more and more saturated. Every time someone new gets a new iPhone, they're putting up their Google Maps profile saying that they now shoot boudoir, or they got a new camera. Now they're in the mom group saying they also now shoot boudoir. It's becoming more and more competitive, more saturated. Same number of buyers, more sellers, and we're also seeing more, more inflation, more increasing cost to live in, and we've been optimizing other parts of our business to extract more profit out for the same input. Kind of optimizing. And you see that with Wapico could probably save you approximately, 5K a month on average, 60K over the next 12 months with the Boudoir Pico treatment. And you want to achieve pre-click alignment in your Boudoir Facebook ads, become a dominant Boudoir advertiser, and achieve Boudoir brain entry boost, because you need that on your path to become the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM when I open for new patient intake. My DMs are closed right now. Yeah, not doing any new patient intake right now, but when I do open it, shoot me a DM and we'll see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.